Crypto offerings expanded. U.S. government tests selling of BTC miners. What are they doing with their crypto XRP price?
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
And don't mind me, I was just playing with the doggies in the woods in the backyard, letting them chase squirrels and stuff. By the way, the boys have caught 2. Well, 1 each, but 2 total. Bitcoin, no. Your comments come first because yes, you, the viewer, matter most. Richard starts us off and says, I got a little sleet, but it's gone as quick as it showed up, Roberta, Georgia. We've got a heavy amount of snow where I'm at, and now it is turning into sleet on top of the snow. You're starting to see it on the roads. Thanks for checking in. Roy Bennett says, hi. Listening to Klaus from Cape St. Francis. Great surf spot in South Africa. I'm an XRP holder long term. Well, Roy, thanks for chiming in from way across the pond and down south. Cobbin Rudbach. Yes, good sir. Dave Mile hanging out says, snap, Klaus. I have no faith in UK government, as well as pharmacy. The way I make my decision is follow the money. On anyone telling you to do something like take a jab for the 50th time. Yeah, it's nuts with that kind of stuff. And by the way, pharmacy, good point, as I've learned that the UK health system is having some massive issues. Don't worry, we got those problems here. Wanted to get in because I had an asthma attack like a week ago, right? It was a 3-week wait to get in. Yeah, I was like, what? The asthma attack ended up turning into like me getting that infection that was going on, but still, come on now. Ian Kraus gets even spicier. Love it. Says, LA Fire Department sent their resources to Ukraine because that's what a fucking United States does. I'm glad I'm part of the 1% of the world by having multiple crypto bags. XP, XLM, XDC, Algo, Flare, and V. Get ready for the ride. Ian, thanks for hanging out with us. Really appreciate the hot takes from everyone in the comments. That's right. Your comments matter most, and I pull it from random times of the day. Bitcoin sitting at 94,357. I've got a hot take for you coming up. E3276 XRP. We're going to talk price wise here at 229. Hey, by the way, if this is like the most that they have, like quote like attack or opportunity to really put some hard pressure on the price before Trump and all the new pro-crypto take effect, this isn't that bad, right? I mean, 229 for XRP, XLM 43 cents, Doge 32. I mean, I think the Doge players would like that more around the 40-cent mark. But I mean, you've seen it. ICP double digits now, still over $10. Sweet close to $5. I mean, this is cool, right? We're cool with this. All right. Hot take coming up. Clean Spark hits top 4 Bitcoin miners with 10,000 plus BTC stack. Clean Spark CEO Zach Bradford said, our operations support the BTC ecosystem, America energy independence, and domestic jobs. The entire BTC treasury was mined in the U.S. where we're committed to local energy and local workforce. I want to share this with you because the BTC miners are a big part of the crypto ecosystem. And my hot take here is, wouldn't it be nice to have like something similar with like other cryptos out there, like a lot more cryptos out there, maybe cryptos that we like, where there would be incentives for you to be a validator, where maybe you would get paid X amount per transaction, maybe you would get a fiat amount, whatever the case may be. But think about it, like there's an incentive to be part of the Bitcoin atmosphere here, not just by buying and hodling, but even being a miner. It's creating jobs. And yeah, there's plenty of freaking energy out there where everyone's all getting on you with this whole green energy bullshit thing. Oh no, BTC, it's stealing all the energy, all the resources. No, we have the freaking sun. Holy crap, that's more energy than we'll ever need in our entire freaking lives times a bajillion, for Christ's sake. So yeah, there's plenty of energy out there. We just actually have to use it. But honestly, wouldn't you like it if you were like a validator of certain things? Or if you were a node, whatever you want to call it, you were processing transactions and you got incentivized by it, I thought it'd be kind of cool. That's my hot take. U.S. government, Silk Road wallet makes first BTC transaction. They did. It was a 51-cent move. I'm highlighting this story because there's some misconceptions here, and some of y'all need to understand how this works. Someone said it's seized by the government, so it has to be sold, blah, blah, blah. No, that's not true. That's not true at all. Not every asset by the government is seized and sold. No, a lot of those assets are used, reworked into the system. You could get those actions, or you've seen it plenty of times. Well, either way, okay. My point is this. Are you really thinking that this move from the United States government, which would be only about 10% of 1 day's worth of volume of BTC, is really having an effect on the market. I mean, look at it. Bitcoin's at 94,000. Like, come on now. We're not talking like 30,000 plunge. We're not talking 94,000. So again, I'm not too concerned about this, but I'm bringing it up because it is very relevant in the crypto news, and I just think there's a lot of misconceptions out there. One of them being that this is going to completely destroy the market. The other one is that the United States government has to sell it. No, they do not have to sell it. Crypto exchange Gemini expands BTC offerings to Europe. I think these guys are twin douches, but they're rich twin douches, and I'm sharing this because not only is it the waves of regulation, but it's also these companies in expanding their offerings. E-Trade is looking to get into crypto once the regs happen, but that might be like 9 months down the road from now. So you're going to see even waves of new players coming in the market, and you're sitting there thinking, well, is this really a big deal? Some people, and there's percentages, right? We talked about waves. Some people out there stick with one exchange or like one .com business or whatever to do their trading with, right? And if that company doesn't offer certain things, they're just not going to buy it because they just stick with that one trading or that one brokerage firm. That is very normal. So now you've got these brokerage firms, but they're now expanding their offerings, like I brought up with the E-Trade thing, right? E-Trade is thinking of getting into crypto. There's a bunch of players on E-Trade that all they use is E-Trade, because how many people have like multiple platforms? It's like, I'm talking about like, like the more traditional finance people, right? They're very much into that kind of that legacy system. So if all of a sudden they start offering crypto, that's more exposure to people that honestly weren't touching it before. So opportunities to new buyers out there. It's going to happen in waves as well. General look at the crypto market sees what? Fear and greed. We're at 43, so we're very neutral. Nice to see 43 representing 94,000. I remember when 94,000 was representing like 80 something, but now 94,000 has become the norm. We are right now 44 out of 100, so we're leaning over to the BTC way of doing things. Market cap is $3.2 trillion with volume at 157 billion. Wanted to share something really quick here, and that's this: the BTC volume of 66.8 billion. So if the US government sells 6.5 billion worth, it's not even 10%. It's closer to like 9% in change. Not worried at all. Does that chart for BTC tell you worry? No, it tells you optimism here from November on, really pushing us over to that next level. What happens then when that next level meets people taking those jobs, those positions on the 20th and going forward? XRP price specifically, all right, volume down 24% to 5.3 billion. Still healthy overall. Zooming out to the 1 month, I mean, yeah, been a little bit more red here this last month, but we've seen everything moving at different times. XLM's move was a bit earlier. Zooming out, still looks very, very healthy. $2, a lot of people aren't really worried about. We're honestly holding into that 220 on up going into this. And $2 is something really, really, really bad would have to happen to push us there by January 20th. I mean, there would have to be something pretty rough to push the alts that have made this move back down to 220 and hold it down to 220. Because we've touched $2. We've touched $2 now several times and bounced right back up every time. Look at like this move right here. You can see this move right here. So a sustained pressure down there below it, going to be hard to do. The candlesticks right now are telling us what, everyone? Well, we got to zoom into the 15 minutes and see what they say. They say this. Okay. So we lost a little bit of a level right here. We've had this movement right around this 230 mark. We had the movement the week before, the initial pump right around the 240, 242, 243. Still positive. Zooming out, volume is healthy overall in this trend. Even look at this. Look at this move from the 1st of January on. That's a very, very healthy amount here. Honestly, happy with this going into January. I know a lot of us weren't expecting this, but hey, going into January 20th with the charts looking like this, I am very, very happy with this. $2 seems to be that's the ultimate floor. 220 is where the market's super happy, and hey, we're happy right now at 230. And I honestly believe it's going to take a lot more than Silk Road BTC being sold to even shake the market at this point. The market's pricing in future optimism, and I have no problem with that because this optimism, I think, is fairly soundly based. Now, if a year goes by, right, you and I are sitting here hanging out, it's 2026, January, and I'm like, all right, guys, maybe regs in a couple months. I think that's a fail. If all of a sudden I'm like, all right, guys, we're talking XRP, $2.20 a year from now. And I'm like, no, we want to see like all this talk, all this promise, all this kind of energy. We want to see it materialize. So the 20th, they take office. I'm talking about the new administration from Trump, the CFTC head, the SEC head. They take effect on the 20th, and how many days after until they make something happen? Can they get it done in the first 100 days? Well, we're going to find out. And so that you don't miss out, hit the subscribe button and notification bell. It's free. It is totally free. But what's not free and what costs you 99 cents is access to the members only section. I'm kind of showing everyone like behind the scenes stuff like that. Also, more in depth on certain topics gets put in there. It's been a really cool thing because the comments are bot free, which is great. Been working on that as well. So you know the deal. It's up on the screen. Watch it if you want, and choo choo biznatches.